I'm always saying, as underwater cameraing, I'm just holding the camera.
We visited the biggest underwater studio in Europe to check out what are the must-haves when it comes to underwater film equipment and what the go-to brands are for professionals when talking about underwater camera housing. Let's find out.
They're completely waterproof. That's very important to keep your baby completely safe and your lenses and your camera. And we have a multi-core cable coming out from that connects the camera to the surface. So there is monitoring the focus. There is a computer control that you have all the camera settings at surface. There is the intercom with the cameraman, and so the cameraman can just listen to what the DP or the director says and talk back without pushing buttons.
Okay, so they just have to steer it, actually.
That's it. You just have to frame it.
Easy.
Easy piece. You have also to be able to dive well and to control your buoyancy and frame up. We always use two housings at the same time just to switch lenses. So if we're working on Sony Venice, for example, there's two Venices in the housing with two different focal lengths. Changing a lens could take 20 minutes, but that's too long because you want your actor to be able to continue moving in the water and just take another housing if you want to switch lenses. And we can put Sony in, but also Alexa Mini LF. And we also have housings for Phantom Flex 4K, for slow motion, and for all the cameras, in fact. So we have 10 housings here at Lights. These are the preferable ones because they have the all full remote control. And then there's, when it has to be smaller, we take this one. There's now a red in, and we can take all the accessories off, put a smaller lens, and then we can really go into small spaces with it.
Okay, so that's for smaller spaces.
Smaller spaces. And this is a photo video camera. Those two we rent also out to people that go filming somewhere external. The bigger housings not possible to rent out because they're so specialized. We keep them here, but these one we rent out. And then you have the splash bags. It's rubber bags, and they can be used to keep the rain away from your camera. So we always use for underwater and for in wild water, we use the aluminum housings, which are much more secure. And then for crane work, for shoulder work, for floating underwater, sometimes these housings are used.
And now if you're someone watching and you're thinking, okay, I'm interested in buying something to film underwater, what do you need to consider?
Oh, you have first to see which camera do you use. Do you want to keep on using that for underwater, and then search for a good housing? And there's only a few brands that are really top-notch, like this one, the Nauticam. It's quite expensive, and
yeah, what's budgets for Nauticam?
From the big housings are about 30,000, but then you have also to consider what you need more because it can add quite rapidly. So we have, of course, all the accessories possible, and we make also accessories for these housings. So we adapt the housings with our own cables, with our own systems.
It's less plug and play.
Well, you can use it plug and play, but for our work, yeah, we want to go further, in fact. But they're really, really nice housings. And these ones are plug and play.
We have a lot of videos where we show you new and interesting gear, so go check those out and subscribe if you want to see more videos.